They thought their fake badges gave them power. They were dead wrong. 3 men in cheap uniforms, boots too shiny, vests too stiff, radios with dead batteries, decided they had the right to throw a 16-year-old kid to the pavement. One jammed his knee into the boy's back. Another gripped a baton like he'd been waiting his whole life for an excuse to swing it. And the third, his hand hovered over the hilt of a knife halfway out of its sheath. All because of a stupid argument at the community pool. All under the flimsy authority of an HOA bylaw that didn't even exist. They didn't know who the boy's father was. His name is Cole. Retired Navy SEAL, quiet, keeps to himself. Moved to that neighborhood for peace, not for some clipboard-wielding tyrant named Karen to terrorize his son over teenage drama. Karen, the HOA president, had declared war after her son shoved Ethan at the pool. Instead of teaching her kid manners, she cooked up Youth Conduct Bylaw 19A and started sending threatening letters about corrective custody. As if she ran a prison instead of a subdivision. Then came the men, self-styled HOA officers, lurking, watching, harassing neighbors, and finally, crossing the one line no parent should ever have to face, laying hands on their child. That's when Cole stepped outside. 1 second. Ethan was on the ground, voice cracking as he begged them to stop. The next, his father was moving, calm, silent, lethal. "Release my son," Cole said. They laughed. One started talking about HOA authority. Big mistake. Before the words fully left his mouth, Cole closed the distance. The knife wielder never got it clear of his belt. The baton swung once wild and clumsy and landed on the pavement with its owner groaning in the dirt. The third man, the one who'd pinned Ethan down, found himself airborne, then flat on his back, gasping for air that wouldn't come. Neighbors poured onto porches. Phones came out. And then came the sirens. Karen screeched up in her SUV, waving a binder of fake rules like it was legal scripture. "Arrest him," she demanded. My officers were following protocol. The real police didn't blink. "Ma'am," one officer said flatly, "HOAs can't detain minors, ever." The videos didn't lie. The dirt on Ethan's clothes, the red marks on his wrists, the knife lying in the street. The moment was captured from a dozen angles, and it showed exactly what happened. An attempted kidnapping by men playing cops. Charges came fast and hard. Kidnapping, assault, impersonating, law enforcement, endangering a minor. The fake cops. Sentenced to 5, 7, and 10 years. Karen, for years in prison, a $50,000 fine, and her reign of HOA terror ended with a squad car door slamming shut behind her. The neighborhood breathed for the first time in years. Lawsuits piled up. Former victims came forward. And Ethan, he finally exhaled. Later he asked his dad the question that haunted him. "What if you hadn't been home?" Cole put a hand on his shoulder and said, just for words, "They'll never get the chance." Because in that quiet street, one truth was now carved in stone: mess with a Seal's kid, and you don't just lose a fight, you lose everything. The end.